Hey there, Gemini. It's the Scorpio Stellium here, your no bullshit tarot card reader. We're going to take a look at your predictions for the week of October 18th. But I don't just do predictions, I also teach you how I read the tarot cards as I'm doing it, and I show you what the astrological associations are as well. And at the end of my reading, instead of just giving you a general message from the universe, I let you do it as a pick a card form. So I will give you 3 cards to choose from, which your message will be unique to you, what you need to hear right now. Go ahead and see what you've got going this week, Gemini. Tired of waiting. That's what this all screams to me. Tired of being left behind, tired of waiting for something. So let's go ahead and get into why I see this. So the first card is the reverse Queen of Cups. This is an energy. This is you or another person who is emotionally not handling their emotions well, okay? The feelings are getting so bogged down, or they're bogging you down. It's like you're getting lost, or they're getting lost in this emotional space. Next to it is the reverse 5 of Pentacles. So we want desperately to be heard again. We want to be let in. We want to be nurtured and not left out in the cold anymore. The 5 of Pentacles is this card of feeling abandoned, left behind. And I think that you, Gemini, are emotionally feeling left behind, and you're tired of it. You're tired of feeling this way, and so you want to figure out what you can do to fix it this week. That's what your focus is on. The King of Wands is next to it. This is somebody who just really is attractive to you. Now, when I say attractive, this can be physically attractive, or there can be something about their personality that attracts you to them, their level of confidence. And it seems like this is the person that you want to be acknowledged by, and you're not getting that acknowledgement to the degree that you want it. Moving into the middle of the week, we have the reversed 10 of Wands next to the reversed Page of Cups. And I'm telling you that they're next to each other because I'm reading them as a bit of all of these really is a pair. I do pay attention to what cards are falling next to what other ones. You know, they're not just randomly placed and then we just pick them out and read them. They do have meaning in the way that they show up together. And the reverse 10 of Wands, this is Saturn and Sagittarius. Saturn is the restrictor. Sagittarius is the expansive sign that wants to go and do and discover. And Saturn is the one that like puts its foot down and says, no, you ain't got enough money. Okay, it's the one that makes things harder. It's like, yeah, but you have work to do. And you're wanting to push back against that because this card is reversed. So where you're being held back, where you're feeling abandoned, you're wanting to push against that and say, no, I'm going to be louder. I'm going to be more energetic. I'm going to call them more. I'm going to contact them more. I'm going to go out and maybe try to erase the fact that I feel this way by doing some other things that may not be so healthy for me. I'll get into why I say that in a minute, because you're not getting the love that you want. You're not getting the offering of love that you want. The Page of Cups is an offering of love. It's often messages of love. So people who are telling you, hey, I love you. I want to be with you. Let's do this thing. And you're not getting that. You're not getting the romance in your life that you desire. And you have the 4 of Swords here. So this is kind of exhausting to you. The 4 of Swords is when you take a break from something. It's when you need some time to yourself. And it's like the recharge time. You're like, okay, fine. If I can't get it, then I'm just going to like back off. I'm going to do something different. So the beginning of the week and the middle of the week feel like you running full steam at a brick wall and slamming up against it and then being like, that hurts. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Run up against that brick wall to get what you want and slam against it. Still hurts. So fine, I'm going to quit running against the brick wall. I'm just going to go over here and do my other thing. And I'm going to try to ignore how this feels, how I'm not getting the attention that I want, how I'm not getting the romance that I want, I'm not getting acknowledged the way that I need. And the devil card is next to it down, or excuse me, it's down at the bottom, but it's relating to these cards. It's right under this card. Remember, I said I'm going to pay attention to the way that the cards are falling. And this is where, okay, first you are not accepting that there's a limitation there, that somebody may not be opening their heart to you. They may not be opening their door to you. They are not capable, I think, honestly, of giving you what you want this week. I think in all fairness, it's not because of you. It's because where they're at in their life, it's not something that they can handle right now. So this can be somebody who is very involved in your life, like your partner, or it can be somebody that you just want to be in your life and they're just not there. They're not offering what you want to the degree that you want it. The devil card shows me that you're going to handle this. And I tell you this because you have free will. Okay, you don't have to go and do what I'm telling you that I see you doing this week. You can exercise free will and be like, okay, I saw this potential. I recognize this in myself, so here's how I'm going to handle it. So I see the potential for you handling this in an unhealthy way. And this can look like the person that, doesn't get attention from their boyfriend or the person that they really want to be with or their crush. And so they go out and, they hook up with like 3 people. Okay. This can be the person that says, all right, I'm not getting what I want. So I'm going to go take a break and I'm going to drink. I'm going to drink this whole bottle of wine. Okay. I'm going to whatever it is. Everybody has their coping mechanisms that aren't necessarily healthy. And I think that this is what the energy is showing. This can also be you attaching to something or trying to hold on to something or someone that it's not healthy to hold on to. It's where you are like that kind of crazy energy that wants to like handcuff someone. And you're like, okay, now you're with me. See, I got what I wanted because now we're handcuffed together. You can't go anywhere. So it's all of this kind of unhealthy energy because you're not getting the result that you want. You don't always have to solve it though, Gemini, okay? Sometimes you can just say, I'm going to wait. I'm going to be patient. I know you don't like to hear that because the reverse temperance is next to it. It's all about moderation. It's all about patience, and it's reversed. It's like, I don't want to be patient, damn it. I want what I want now. I've waited long enough, so why can't I have it? So I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get the attention that I desire. And unfortunately, it's giving me this picture of the child that when they don't get the positive attention that they want from the parent, that they go and act out negatively because the negative attention is all they can get. And we know that that's really sad in like a parent-child relationship. It's sad in any kind of relationship. So this is what I'm like seeing for you here is that you need to have patience in this situation. It may, well, I don't even think it may be. I really think that you're not getting it because of what the person is capable of doing right now. So I think there's a healthy way to go have your needs met without damaging yourself or damaging someone else. It may just be as simple as like calling your friend up and saying, hey, can we get together? Can we go to dinner? I need a distraction. Please be there for me. And then they're going to respond positively. We have the reverse Hangman next to it. Okay, this feels like you're getting this victimhood mentality. The Hangman, either upright or reversed, it does have a bit of a martyr sacrifice type of vibe to it, but I'm feeling it really strongly in context with this reading because of what I'm seeing here, quite frankly. And then having the reverse Hangman at the bottom, I'm like, you're coming to this point where you feel like, woe is me, everything sucks for me, they did this to me. And the bigger perspective is not that anybody did something for you. I know a lot of y'all are like, shut up, lady. I don't want to hear this shit. But I'm giving you the real talk. This is what I see. You take it or leave it. But I'm seeing here that because you don't get what you want, then you're playing the victim without looking at the perspective of maybe this person is not capable of really being there for me right now, even though I want it and I need it so badly. They're not in a position to offer me that kind of attention and affection. So let's clarify the cards that we need to clarify. All right, let's go ahead and clarify this reverse Queen of Cups, this emotionally ungrounded or getting lost in our emotions. It feels so heavy here. Okay, Page of Cups is the clarification. The clarification is the same card that's in the middle that's reversed about wanting to be told I love you and I'm here for you and I'm going to be romantic with you and I'm going to do all these things that you want me to do, but it's not happening. So the Queen of Cups reverse is clarified by that same card upright. I think it's just reiterating to us that you're emotionally, you're just feeling really down. You're feeling neglected. And I think that the reason is the clarification card, the Page of Cups, saying, I want this. I want somebody to come in and I want to be loved. I want to be paid attention to. Let's go ahead and clarify the reverse Ten of Wands. Okay, it's clarified by the Four of Cups. This is telling me, Four of Cups is about when you just are focused on this one thing and you have other things, there's other stuff going on in your life. There's these three cups down at the bottom. This individual still has things to be grateful for and that can give them what they emotionally need, that can emotionally fill the cup, okay? But all they want is this one cup. They're like, fuck those other cups. I want the one cup. I don't care what else I have. I just want this one thing. And that's the feeling that I'm getting here. Again, it's like, I just want this one thing. I don't want all the other things. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I have really good friends, if I have other people that want to be with me. I just want this one person. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify the reverse Page of Cups. I'm a little afraid to, honestly, because it's going to be, I'm just starting to feel a little bit bad for you. I am. Because I'm that way. I get that way. So I'm not pointing any fingers. I get exactly the way that this reading is coming out. When I want something, I'm like, I don't care if anybody else is giving me that. I just want it from this one person. I'm going to focus on the one person that is not telling me that they love me this week. All right. Reversed Ten of Swords, reversed Ace of Swords. Okay, so the Ten of Swords is when you feel betrayed, but it's reversed, okay? And then the Ace of Swords is when you get clarity, but it's reversed. Okay, so we have to look at these a little bit differently. I think that this is telling us that the clear picture, the truth of the matter, that's the Ace of Cups, you're not seeing. A Ten of Swords here being reversed is like you feel betrayed. You feel like you're not getting what you need, but again, I don't want to say it's in your head. That sounds really arrogant of me, but it's the perspective, okay? It's not because the person doesn't want to. It's not because there's something wrong with you. It's because they're not capable of doing it. So you haven't really been betrayed. You haven't really been pushed away or like left out intentionally because somebody's trying to harm you because they don't care for you. They're just not capable of doing it right now. Okay, let's clarify the Devil. Things you only say when you're a tarot card reader. Let's clarify the Devil. Queen of Swords, reversed Nine of Wands. Yeah. So, the Queen of Swords is very in charge of, it's not even that she's in charge of her emotions, it's that she doesn't pay attention to her emotions. She's just like, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to slay in life. I'm going to cut through all the bullshit. She's like kind of a hard ass, really. So this is where you are being like, I'm going to be kind of a hard ass. I'm going to be more logical. I'm not going to be emotional. I'm not going to get carried away. I am going to, and I say logical kind of like, yeah, right, because it's the Devil card. So what you're doing is you're using something else to avoid feeling. That's really what it is, okay? So the Queen of Swords is not a feeling card. She's a thinking card. So you're like, how do I avoid feeling this? Well, I'm going to go do things that cover up how I'm feeling. And the Nine of Wands reversed. It's because you're just tired. Because you're just tired inside of feeling this way and you want to feel anything other than this. Now, I know this whole reading seems like really, like what a downer. But I want you to remember that it's a week. It's 1 week. And you do have control of how far you let your emotions carry you and if you handle it the right way or not. You know, everything can be a growth period. Every week can be an opportunity to reach higher than what your like base instinct would be. Let's go ahead and clarify the reversed Hangman. The Hangman is ruled by Neptune. Okay, so Neptune is like art and transcending. But the downside of it, okay, is when we don't see things clearly anymore. They're so crystallized. It's like a piece of abstract art that, you know, the artist had something in mind, but when we see it, we're like, that doesn't look like a tree. It looks like, I don't even know. Okay, because it's been smudged. All the lines have been blurred between what is reality and what is fantasy. And the reverse Hangman is like this. Okay, it's saying that you are blurring the lines between making what you feel your reality. Okay, you're making what you feel your reality. So clarified by the Lover's card. So we kind of knew through this whole reading that this had a big slant of romanticism. It had a big slant of love. It has the whole emotional relationship, like I need this person to show up in my life and love on me and tell me that I'm everything they ever wanted, and I'm not really getting it, so I'm pissed off. But the Lovers here just really clarifies that that's exactly what we're dealing with, and that you're feeling like you've been had, you know, you feel like you've been taken advantage of. And I'm just telling you again to take a step back from it and try to see the bigger picture. Let's go ahead and do your pick a card, your general message from the divine. I feel like I beat the shit out of y'all emotionally, and I'm sorry. I apologize for my bluntness, but I'm still gonna do it because that's what I'm here to do. All right, let's do your card. General message from the universe. All may resonate with you. It's totally fine to take value from everything, but there is one that is really meant for you. So do choose one of the cards. And if you need to pause the video to do that, that's cool. Okay, we have 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna let you go ahead and choose 1, 2, or 3. The first one is the Shaman of Staves. Okay, this is encouraging you to have confidence in yourself and to not necessarily let the way that somebody else is treating you or behaving determine who you are and your own confidence level. It's about maintaining healthy self-worth and self-esteem this week. Okay, the second card is the Apprentice of Wheels, very similar to the Page of Cups. Okay, that's so funny that we're getting a clarification for the, you know, how often we saw it in the other reading as being a negative thing, and now this is your message, okay? And I think what this is telling you is in order to get love, to receive love, you need to give love. So if you're wanting more of it, give more of it away. Okay, and then the third is the Five of Wheels, that corresponds to the Five of Pentacles, which is, again, one of those cards that we saw in the reading, and it's that feeling of abandonment. And I think that the encouragement or the message here is saying that where there is a will, there's a way. And I know that that sounds like one of those little cliche-y statements, but I think that the desire that you have to move this forward, if you come at it from the right direction, where that you're seeing the bigger picture and you're giving grace where grace is needed, you're like, okay, I understand what you're going through, then there's going to be a time where you're going to get that back threefold. Okay, I hope you have a great week. I'll see you again next week.